I'm Cody Slater. I'm CEO and chair of Blackline Safety here in Calgary. We're taking modern technologies and putting them into industries from steel to oil to anything you can think of that's a dangerous environment to work in. So Blackline's a company that's really revolutionizing what safety means in the industrial world. People can see what is happening on a work site, they can see if someone's injured, and we're doing that by connecting the industrial worker and really changing what the future of industrial work looks like. In 2017, we launched the G7. It's a wearable device that monitors the air you breathe, looks for falls, slips, injuries, and lets somebody else know what's happening in that environment. There's people alive today solely because the company they work for chose Blackline to be their provider of safety. Our competitors will do similar kinds of things, but they'll always be behind us.
I'm Brendon Cook, Blackline's Chief Information Officer and co-founder. The company that we see today, of course, is very different. This is a real company compared to the imagination that we would have had in those very, very early days.
We do save people's lives. That's a huge difference. And companies understand that, people understand that, and that's what's driving the growth and the success of Blackline. We've had workers who had a heart attack on site, fell off a ladder. Our safety operations center is able to see that. When the ambulance got there, they said if they were 5 to 10 minutes late, that person would not be alive today.
At the beginning of the day, a worker would turn on their G7 device, press and hold the power button, the device will turn on. Once the green light is on continuously, it is then connected where the cloud software sees the device and confirms to the device that it is also seen. So there's a bi-directional communications there. So the worker would clip it onto their clothing as they work. It's cloud connected, continuously monitoring their well-being. But it also features, of course, the gas detection, the gas sensors to detect gas in the environment. If gas is detected, it'll go through an alarm process. If the person is no longer moving, we can detect that type of event. But also if somebody has fallen, we can differentiate that between worker activity. So if at any point they run into a situation where they need to call for help, they could pull the SOS latch to call for help. Has a local alarm. It's intending to call for help around the workplace. The location technology inside the product is able to communicate where I'm located currently and pinpoint that on a map for managing an emergency response. Then the live monitoring team, either the business themselves or Blackline's own in-house safety operations center will respond.
The people who use our products know that there's dangers in what they do. You know that that individual feels better going to work and that they feel safer going to work. Calgary is our main facility where we do all of our manufacturing, and the core of our research and development is here. Everything that we ship around the world comes out of this facility in Calgary. We have customers in 75 countries around the globe. So a lot of people think we protect tons of people in the oil and gas space. But we also protect people who work on food processing plants, people who work in warehouses that deal with refrigeration. Pretty much everything you can think of, there's an opportunity for us to be there. Some workers in the United States who were utility workers who saw a woman screaming saying her child was in trouble, and they pulled the latch. We got emergency response there. It was just something to do with the fact that they had the capability to get response and get things happening.
Blackline Safety is in a very strong position now as being a global provider of cloud-connected gas detection solutions. Not only a provider, but also a global leader.
We want to do something different here, because then once the industries understand this is better, it will become the new standard. When you look back on this 10 years from now, what you're going to see is a company that changed the way that work takes place in these industrial environments.